What's going on, Canes fans, and welcome to episode number 3 of Walking and Venting with Coop, the series where we discuss juicy, hot topics when it comes to the Miami Hurricanes, and I literally walk and vent. I walk along the property line here at my house, and I just be blunt, honest, and transparent with you guys about whatever the topic is, and I want you to do the same in the comment section. You are free to express your opinion no matter what it is. And I'm ready to get into today's topic. Pulling for the Miami Hurricanes to lose because you feel like that is the best way to see change within the program. Most importantly, the coaching staff and or higher ups, aka Blake James or Julio Frank and etc. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it and let's start talking about it. I've seen a lot of people. Once Miami went 1-2, we lost the game to Alabama and then we dropped the game to Michigan State. I saw a lot of posts on social media, Facebook, Twitter, other various forums and whatnot, of fans saying, you know what? I just want to completely tank this season. I don't care if we lose the rest of our remaining games by as many points as possible. So that way we can hurry up and expedite getting Manny Diaz and or any other coaches that we don't like out of here and we can get a new start. I'll just go ahead and give you my opinion on it, and then we'll dive into it and talk about it. I'll explain my side, and then we'll talk about the other side of the argument as well. Because I try to be open-minded with things and, really see both sides. I think that is absolutely insane. Crazy. How can you do that? I'm like, man, there is no way in the world that I could ever sit and watch a Miami Hurricanes game and say, you know what, bro? I hope we lose this. There's no way I could watch another team score against Miami and say, heck yeah, thank goodness they just scored against my Miami Hurricanes. There is no way in the world I could ever, under any circumstance, do that. I just couldn't. I can never picture a scenario where I'm happy that the Miami Hurricanes are losing. It's impossible. You will never see it. But let's talk about it a little bit. So that's my opinion. I'm just going to be blunt and honest, and I'm going to go ahead and lay it all out there. My opinion is, no way. Never, ever, 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 ever in a million years. You couldn't pay me enough money to root against my Miami Hurricanes. I won't do it. There's got to be another way, right? I'm fed up with a lot of the coaching staff. I'm fed up with being mediocre. I'm tired. I tried to say sick and tired, but I was going to combine that and make it one word. It didn't work. I'm sick and tired of losing games, looking unprepared, not showing up against the big-time opponents, hyping ourselves up during the offseason and it being the same old story. There's always next year, But there's got to be a different way other than just losing games, right? Right? But I see that side of it. So let's talk about it. I see that side of it because let's just play pretend. Let's be hypothetical here. Let's assume that the Miami Hurricanes did lose the majority of the rest of their games for the 2021 season. Manny Diaz is on a 5-year contract and he's in year number 3. Already being at 1-2 had fans in an uproar. Alumni, board of trustees, higher ups, people were super upset. So imagine if Miami dropped 6 more games, 7 more games. Showed a ton of regression and absolutely no promise that we were making improvements. It's very possible that Manny Diaz would get the boot. And a lot of fans are worried that if he just has another at least mediocre season, so we win 7, 8 games, you know, something similar to 2020, Manny's going to stick around. So I get the argument. I see it, because you want it to happen, and you want it to happen now. You want it to happen fast. And what's a quick, easy way to get there? We tank the rest of our season. We lose the rest of our games. There's been a lot of motorcycles driving by today. I live not too far from the edge of North Carolina and the Dragon. If you're familiar with the Dragon, tons of motorcycles drive by, so it's constantly happening. So I see the point you guys are trying to make. I understand your argument. But those of you that feel that way, explain to me how, as a Miami Hurricanes fan, even though it's because you want what's best for the program. Bro, I get it. It's because you want what's best for the program, right? You want to get back to winning games. But how? Explain to me how in the world you can sit on your recliner, your couch, wherever it is you watch the game, and actually hope and pray that Miami loses. I can't do it. Even if I knew that it would lead us to greener pastures, I still don't know if I could do it. And maybe you're going to say I'm not a true fan because I can't look to the future, and I can't do what's best for the program, even if it hurts in this present moment. But I just can't bring myself to do it. I think about the guys who did put in the work. You know, not all of the coaching staff is coming up short. Some of the guys are putting in hard work and effort to try to make this team better. And also, I think about the players. You know, we've made a lot of arguments, especially after the Central Connecticut game, when we saw the energy that a lot of the young guys bring that we don't see from the upperclassmen. But my argument here is that the upperclassmen and I kind of got distracted a little bit with where I was going. The upperclassmen and, you know, the seniors and the fifth-year seniors and yada yada that are putting in the work, and this is their last opportunity, their last year to try to work on that NFL resume. So I would genuinely actually feel a little bit bad for those guys, the ones that have put in the work. Like I said, they're not all in it, and I'm not naming names, okay? I'm not going to do it. We all know the players I'm talking about that are upperclassmen that have been underperforming for us for years and years and years and still get the start. Somehow, they still find a way in that starting rotation. Manny Diaz. But at the same time, bro, I'm like, man, like, you want them to just have a terrible season? And you got to think about the team as a whole, not just individual players sometimes, right? Coop, if you want to see the program back on top, we're just going to have to tank, give Manny Diaz the boot, and then we can actually work on rebuilding and improving and getting a proven head coach in there. Like I said, I see your argument, man. So I don't want to say necessarily with this video that I'm just completely disagreeing with those people, because it makes sense. That's a way that we guarantee it, because our athletic director, our president, is not going to want to drop the money. They're not going to want to spend it on a big-time coach. They don't want to have to buy out the rest of Manny Diaz's contract. We don't want to have to drop the bag on a proven head coach like Mario Cristobal or Lane Kiffin or some of the other big-time head coaches that you guys want. So they would love to go ahead, and even if we were just mediocre, ride it out with Manny for at least those 5 years. That's what they're going to want to do. So I get it. I do. But man, I can't. I can't bring myself to do it. Even if I know that it would bring about change after this season. I don't want anyone to think that I'm defending Manny. I don't want anyone to think that I'm defending the current state of this team, of this program, Blake James, Julio Frank, any of that stuff, because I'm not. I'm sick and tired of it. And it's more than wins and losses. For the other crowd that says, Coop, you were defending Manny Diaz. You said give him time. You said you wanted to see what he can do with 5 full years in this program. And I did say those things. I'm not going to pretend like I didn't. My problem is the regression I'm seeing. The attitude on the field. The non-coaching. Not coaching, the non-coaching that I'm seeing on the sideline. Things don't look like we're taking a step forward. Even just a baby step, bro. Give me a baby step. But it seems like we're going backwards. The real test, and this is going into a little bit of a different topic, but you guys we can discuss whatever we want. You can talk. I would like for you to talk about the main point, the main topic here, but we can also get into some other things, because the hot topic right now is what's really truly holding us back playing these upperclassmen, these seniors that have kind of been coached to just kind of slack off, go through the motions. They're in a comfortable position and realize that they won't be benched, so they don't go the extra yard, the extra mile. They don't put in the extra work. Because the vibe, I know it was a middle school, guys. I had so many people come in and say, Coop's happy we're beating up on a middle school team. That's not it. Set the score aside. Set the 792 total yards in the game, breaking a school record, aside. Look at the body language. Look at the energy on the sideline from the young blood. From these guys that are working hard to try to prove themselves, and they haven't been given an opportunity until the Central Connecticut game. Yeah, Coop, well, they ain't going to do that against Virginia. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But they're going to have to be given an opportunity and a shot to do it, because the upperclassmen that have been playing for us are not getting it done. And it's not just on the players. It's also on the coaching staff as well. It's a 50-50. Don't just blame the players. Don't just blame the coaches. It goes both ways. The coaches got to put the players in the best position to win games, call a good game, put a good scheme together, make adjustments, and the players have to execute. Miami fans hate the word execute, because we've had too many coaches that always use that as an excuse. We're not executing. Bro, we're just not executing. It goes both ways. So, man, I just can't root for the Miami Hurricanes to lose. I can't pull for any other opponent when the orange and green is lining up on the other side. But let me know how you guys feel. Like I said, that there are going to be some people that say, Coop, I haven't seen that anywhere. I'm telling you, I've seen it everywhere. And I get where those people are coming from. They have a good argument, but just my personal opinion, from my point of view, where I stand, is I say there's got to be another way. The fans can make enough noise. The alumni can make enough noise that even if we still have an okay season, just another mediocre year, we could still show enough dissatisfaction in other ways, cause an uproar, create a scene, and make change happen without having to just completely tank our season, in my opinion. But let me know how you feel. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. I'm not against, honestly, people potentially not going to games. It does suck for the players that do work hard, like I said, and the coaches that do work hard, for them to show up and play in front of an empty stadium. You got nobody cheering for you. Put yourself in some of the players' shoes. Again, the players that work hard, that are trying, that are fighting, and they're just not getting the time. Put yourself in their shoes, looking up after you score a touchdown and flexing, and there's 3 Miami fans up there. Think about it. Seriously, think about it. That's tough, man. That's really tough. So, it's a tough place to be in. Because as a fan, you want to take a stand. I get it. But I just can't do it, bro. I can't be that guy. I can't be that type of fan. I'll be super critical on this coaching staff, this team, these players. But I can never pull for the Miami Hurricanes to lose. That's just not Coop. It's not me. I can't do it. But like I said, let me know your opinions down below. We upload a new one of these episodes every single Sunday. They are always hot, juicy, steamy, debatable topics, and that's the point of them. That's why I do them. Oh man, we got an exciting week coming up. ACC play begins. The ACC is an absolute mess. We got the same record as Clemson right now. North Carolina lost another game. Bro, it's wild. It's wild. It is literally the wild, wild west in the ACC, and maybe even more so this year than in previous years. It's gonna be crazy. Remember, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.